Well, folks, here we are again. The Highlands of Scotland. Poor mercenaries. Princes thrown from their homes. Daniel, David, Michael, and Tim. Well, okay, Tim's not really a prince, but you get the idea. So, here we are again. Take 2. This time in medieval conquest. Let's see if the kings of Ireland can take their home back in a new mod. Okay, guys, so this is my second attempt at this. Now, my first attempt, it was going well, but I never really liked how the, excuse me. I never really liked how my video editing software made things look and turn out, and of course I also had some sound issues at the beginning, so I'm starting anew, at least in this particular story arc, or series, or whatever you want to call it. That way I can start fresh, and everything will be nice and crystal clear for everybody to view. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the only 4 episodes of the series previously up that I had, here's a quick backstory. The Sons of Ireland, Daniel, David, and Michael, actually sons of the King of Dublin, one of the former High Kings of Ireland, have been run out of their home, their father killed, England continuing its control of mostly southern Ireland. I think historically by this point they also had a little bit of northern Ireland. And so they ran off with their mentor Tim Finnegan to his brother-in-law, the King of Scotland's territory, grew up, learned how to fight, lead men, and just about everything they need to one day return home, take back Dublin, and eventually conquer all of Ireland and have it all sitting nice and neat under their control. So here are some goals for this series. Obviously, in case you didn't realize, my primary goal is to conquer all of Ireland. Everything after that just becomes secondary and pretty much just additional bonus material for you guys to view. Obviously, once I conquer Ireland, I'm not going to stop the series. I'm just going to keep going, see where the whole thing takes me. Who knows? I might have an entire empire. Which I guess would be my ultimate goal, but for now, it's Ireland, specifically Dublin. And before, I didn't really have any idea or any plan on how to do that, but now, after having a long time to think about it, I think I know exactly how to go about it. Phase 1 in the plan is pretty much started already. I am acting as a mercenary for the Scottish military. And from there, I'm going to sort of build up my character. As you can see, I'm level 8 right now, and I have some pretty decent stats. Nothing game-breaking. Same thing with these guys are all level 8. And we are the Green Riders. Called so because if you can't really figure out why they're called the Green Riders just by looking at them, then, well, this is definitely going to be an educational series for you. One thing Daniel Shane wears proudly is the banner. This is the Irish clairsic, or clairsic, I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced. The Irish harp, called the clairsic. Daniel always believes that no matter what the future outcome is, no matter who wins in the battle, whether he lives or dies, no one can stop the song of the clairsic. And he lives by that credence, along with the credence his father taught him, which was to never forget Ireland. It is his home, it is his blood. And he guaranteed never will. So my first goal is basically just build up my character a bit, build up somewhat of a reputation as a mercenary for the Scottish. And then, once my mercenary contract runs up, my next goal is to come back over here to Ireland, specifically to Sligo, where the game has decided to place... I'll show you... Gaelic Kingdoms. This guy, Brian O'Neill, High King of Ireland. Now, again, historically, the O'Neills and the McCarthys were two of the most powerful families in Ireland. Excuse me for a minute. I was taking a drink of my soda here. So anyways, the O'Neills and the McCarthys were historically two of the most powerful families in Ireland outside of English-controlled territory. Now, Ireland outside of English-controlled territory, for any non-Irish viewers or non-European viewers who have probably not seen much of the history of Europe, is kind of like the American Old West, just with twice the beheadings and less firearms. So it's a very rough area. It's not very well organized. If you actually see the Gaelic soldiers on this, you can kind of get a general idea. They didn't have much siege equipment, so historically they didn't really siege castles. They were more your guerrilla warfare types. They would lead the enemy into positions in their home territory where they knew they had the advantage. And that's kind of a big thing that Daniel Shane likes to do. He'll lead his enemies to wherever it is he believes he has the advantage, and he'll strike from there. And that's one of the things Daniel Shane learned about warfare, was guerrilla warfare. He also learned organization from the English. He learned weapon skills from the Scottish, how to wield a sword. He also learned which best swords to use from others. Currently he's equipped with a hand-and-a-half sword, which is faster than a great sword and more powerful than a long sword. And he also learned archery from the Welsh, who were renowned for having great archers. So once I'm a member of the Gaelic Kingdoms, I'm going to build up my reputations with the Gaelic lords. And the reason is because those guys will become very important to my conquest of Ireland. Basically, I want to cause a division between Brian O'Neill and the rest of Ireland. Excuse me for a second. So, with that division, once I have Dublin and Wexford under my control and have control of all of Southern Ireland, I can then begin contracting the lords over to my side. Those who don't they'll fight against me, obviously, and then I'll plan on making a swath from Blarney, Sligo, Donegal, Carrickabary Castle, Dungannon, Tullyhogue Ford, and I think that'll be it. Now, ideally, Ireland will have conquered Man by this point. So my plan is to corner and trap the remaining Irish lords on the Isle of Man. And man is actually very important to me. There's a lot of people who don't realize how important man is, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So once I have Ireland under my control, finish the Gaelic kings off at Man, and then those who didn't come back to me before will likely head over to Dublin and look for employment. So I'll have plenty of lords to rule Ireland, or help me rule Ireland. So also another thing I plan on doing is marrying the daughter of, let's see, where is it? Finnegan McCarthy, daughter, Mistress Yuzult. If you saw my last video, you know I had a few problems getting her into Ireland, but I eventually did. And the reason is because Finnegan McCarthy, Lord of Dungannon, I really want a high reputation with him so that I don't have to besiege Dungannon. But anyways, Lord of Dungannon, and as I said, the McCarthys were a very powerful force in Ireland, a very powerful clan in Ireland for the longest time, probably still even to this day. I know Ireland doesn't really have clans, not since the Flight of the Barons, but the McCarthy name is still a proud, prominent one, I believe, in Ireland today. If you are from Ireland, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't mind a little bit of constructive criticism. So, once I have that established, I'm going to be leaving the employ of the Gaelic kings, and then I'm going to run over here and get myself employed by the Welsh. Why the Welsh? Because they are the easiest to go to war with England. Because no matter how much I try, I can't seem to get the Gaelic kings to go to war with England. But the Welsh and the English start off at war. They might make peace between now and then. They might not. I don't know. But under their employ, I can work my way on up quickly to Marshall by this point, and then just start taking Pembroke Castle, Chester, Beeston Castle, and possibly Lancaster Castle, all as a distraction for the English. Give them something to come back and try to win back. So, while the English gather their forces, the moment they start taking things like Lancaster and Beeston Castle back and Chester back, that's when I gather the forces of Wales and march on to Wexford Castle and then Dublin. I'm going to ask for both Wexford Castle and Dublin, and I'm probably going to get Wexford Castle. Don't know, may not. But at this point, there's very little. It's not very likely they'll give me Dublin because he has a ton of loyal lords to deliver fiefs to. Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3. He has 4 fiefs under his control, and Principality of Wales. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 4 fiefs and 9 lords, so he's going to be giving away a lot of these fiefs. So it's not likely he'll give me Dublin. He'll probably want to give it to one of his more loyal lords. And that's when, if I have Wexford Castle, hopefully, great. If not, one way or another, I will be getting Dublin because I will revolt against him. And if I don't have Wexford Castle by that point, I'll just come down and take it. It won't be that hard. But, yeah. And then I'll have liberated all of Southern Ireland. I'll try and make peace with the Welsh. And I won't be at war with the powerhouse that is England. At least not immediately. Eventually, they're probably going to want Dublin and Wexford back, so they're going to go to war with me anyways. But for now... And then from Dublin, that's when I plan on going on recruiting any lords here that would be loyal to me, and then going on my conquering spree of Ireland. So that's my plan for how to get Ireland. Let me know what you guys think of that plan, by the way. If you like it, put it in the comments. If you don't, if you have any better ideas, any other ideas that you think might work better, put it in the comments. I love hearing feedback from people. Hold on. This music is really, really loud in my ear. There we go. Okay. So, for now, I am a mercenary for Scotland, and Scotland is at war with Norway. Oh, Man. Again, the reason why I think Man is valuable is because it does belong to Norway. Norway likes to just go to war with everyone here on England. And if they're going to go to war with me anyways, I'd love to know where they're going, which would most likely be Man. So basically, it's sort of when Norway starts to invade, I pretty much know where I'm going to find them, and that's right here. It's not a definite, it's not like an absolute plan, but it's better than being completely blind, I think. Okay, so as I was saying, I am mercenary of Scotland. We're at war with Norway. I haven't really done much off camera at the moment. I've recruited some mercenaries. See, I've got 26 spearmen, 10 disarms, 12 crossbowmen, and 6 horsemen. And then I've got these guys who are in the infantry division. I'm going to change that. Take horse archers, rename. We're going to name this Riders. I'm going to put my 2 brothers and Tim Finnegan in the Riders category. That way I have more control over them in combat. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do for now. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of off-camera work. See if I can find some bandits or something, or if there's any Norse, or I'm probably going to call them Saxons for the entirety of the series. Don't know if that's entirely historically accurate or not, but see if I can find any bandits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away and look for some combat, and then I will get right back to you guys when I find something. Okay, I haven't found any bandits yet, but I did see something interesting in the notes. Just ignore that. That was me in the prep phase, trying to get everything all to the correct balance. As you see right here, it says, there has been an alleged border incident. Villagers from Omagh Abbey stole some cattle from Waterford. This seemingly minor incident has raised passions among the Kingdom of England, making it easier for them to go to war against the Gaelic kingdoms if they want to. This would actually change a lot of my plans. If England decides that it's going to immediately go to war with the Gaelic kingdoms, I might just go and join the Gaelic kingdoms and try and get Dublin that way. It would be quick, brutal, and I would not have as strong a claim to it as I'd like, but it's a plan. We'll keep that on the plan B, or the just in case. So I'm going to continue searching for something to fight, and I'll get right back with you guys. Alright, guys, looks like I've found me some pirates. I will drink from your skull. Yeah, probably not. Alright, 58 troops fit for battle against their 24. Alright, charging the enemy. Alright, everybody hold here. Alright. Infantry set up here real quick. Archers behind them. Cavalry, I want you guys over here. And riders on me. Alright, let's see where the enemy is located. They're coming this way pretty quickly. Let's... Riders, switch to your bows. I don't think I really need to tell them that, but... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and have my cavalry charge in. course, the AI is going to path them right through the infantry. See if I can hit anything. Probably not. Nope. Oh, I've already lost a mercenary horseman. Alright. Riders, follow me. Get your swords out. Missed. Alright. Infantry, charge in. Have to look at my keyboard there real quick. I need to get a good charge. Now, if you remember my first Green Riders video, the first time I did one of these, I wound up taking a javelin straight to the chest. And my infantry seems to be mocking these guys up pretty well. I'm just going to let my infantry do their work for now. Oh. Some fun and interesting battling going on right about now. I'm also not the greatest swordsman on this game, and we won! Yay! Victory! Alright. I lost 6. I killed 23. I wounded 1. You know what? You can be my prisoner. Okay, access the item pool. This is something that a bit different from regular Mountain Blade. It's a bit tough to get used to, but I'm gonna retrieve all that and then sell it. Alright, where can I sell that at pretty quickly? Looks like Glasgow. So let's head to Glasgow and sell the stuff that we just got. Marketplace. You don't really have that much money. You know. None of these guys have any money. Let's go to Sterling. Okay, note to self, the Scottish are rather poor. Let's sell what we can. We might be able to sell all of it here because it's just junk mostly. All right. 313 dinners. Oops. And yes, I am playing with the Lance recruitment system on. And I do actually like Lance recruiting better. Basically what Lance recruitment is you don't need a standing army if you don't have to have one. So if I'm not at war and I don't want to spend money feeding a bunch of soldiers that are really not doing anything, I can just click on this and disband my Lance forces, and I'll get rid of all of my Lance soldiers, anything that are recruited by Lance. But if you recruit mercenaries, like say for instance I go to the tavern, and who are these guys? Euro mercenary Grisarms. Yeah, I'll hire all 8 of you. That replaced the 6 men I lost actually. So in recruiting mercenaries, they do not get disbanded with a Lance force. If you want to get rid of your mercenaries, you have to fire them on your own. Excuse me. And I think that's actually a lot more useful because that means I'm not constantly paying a standing army. It gives me the ability to recruit essentially as I need them. So, I didn't get much experience from that last battle. So, what's this? This is an English lord. Now, one thing that is cool, if I really wanted to, I can actually, in this mod, go to war with the English on my own, and it will have no effect on the Scottish whatsoever. Obviously, I don't want to, especially not 124 troops versus my 61. But I theoretically could. So, that is a cool feature about this mod that I kind of like at times. It's kind of silly at times. Like if I'm an English lord and I decide to declare my own war on Wales, for example, that shouldn't just piss off the Welsh. It should also piss off the English, and the English should be at war with Wales. But for now, as like a mercenary, it's actually kind of a cool feature. Count Malcholuim the First wishes for you to inform you, the lords of the Kingdom of Scotland, gathering at a feast, great hall in Kildrummy Castle. Alright, I'll go to Kildrummy. Let's check out this great feast. Oh! Somebody just got killed. Count William Maudet of the Kingdom of England was killed by Duke America of the Principality of Wales. Okay, so somebody just got killed. That is another feature about this mod that I really like, is people can die. There's no mercenaries for hire here. Alright, so let's join this feast. Which, so far, it looks like I'm the first guest. Shane. Who do you think should be made Marshal of the Realm? Alright. I don't really have a say in who the Marshal is anyways, so, yeah. Just a merc. Alright, so, I'm gonna pack out here, and I'm gonna wait for more lords to show up to this feast. I'll see you guys. Alright, so more lords finally joined the feast. Didn't take very long. Let's see who all we have. Baron William Farker. Alright, I don't even know why I'm asking them. I don't actually care. Prince William Longleg. I'm actually just joining this feast to kind of introduce myself to the people of Scotland. And King is here. I actually kind of want to get on good terms with the king, so I'm actually going to see if there's anything that the king needs done. Most of these guys I don't care as much about, so. Alright, so the king is not here. I'm going to wait and see if the king shows up and ask him if there's anything he would like for me to do, any tasks he needs completed, and we'll see what becomes of that. King did not show up, but this is interesting. The one of the Welsh lords was now killed by an English lord, so a little bit of vengeance there. I think the king's probably still in Stirling. I'm going to go check that out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Battle. Oh, darn. And nothing resulted in that, and I didn't get there in time. Oh, well. Let's check out. He is not in Stirling. Might be pursuing this army here. Let's see how that goes. Moving to help Alex. Another cool feature of this mod is you can rush in to help either side of the battle. Although this did bite me in the rear end one time with England when I joined a battle and the English lord had a French-sounding name and the French lord had an English-sounding name, and I wound up accidentally joining the wrong side of the battle. Oops. Alright. Well, let's charge the enemy. Alright. Riders on me. Let's see. I'll leave my men back as sort of a buffer, see where this all goes. I'm gonna put my archers right here on top of this hill, actually. Infantry here. Cavalry. I'm gonna have my cavalry charge in. Enemy is right here. Somewhere. Very hard to see in this weather. And there they are. Not really moving, so here they come. This may have been a bad move on my part. Alright, I have my infantry charge in. Get out of my way. Oh, that got a few. And now I'm stuck. Come on. Okay, there I am. And I missed. My guy hand there. Everybody's moving forward, so let's see where they're going. And I missed again. Ow! There we go. Killed him. And there's the bulk of the battle. Probably not the smartest thing to do, just kind of riding my horse into all these spearmen like that, but actually I'm gonna try and salvage my horse a bit and get off of it. Fight these guys on the ground. That. There goes him. And where did I leave my horse? Did the map actually show me? It will not. Okay, so enemy are this way. And looks like the battle is over.
Ah, it's useless. Run for it.
Alright, glad to see you. Shane. Fortune and the chance to show one's valor, field of arms. I kind of agree. Agnes Connerson of King Norway's managed to escape. But I think I'm going to take some of these prisoners here. And looks like David leveled up. And Tim Finnegan leveled up. Alright, looks like I got all of them prisoner. Access the item pool. And there's a lot of money. Ooh. I'll actually have to check that out. Alright, so first thing 4221. It doesn't beat mine. Though it might beat what my brother has. And I'm not going to find any armor that's going to beat mine for a while. So yeah, I'm actually pretty good on equipment. So are my brothers. But let's talk to David real quick. Show me your skills. Alright, he is now level 9. So with David, I plan on making him like a sort of great leader of men. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to get up his leadership. So I'm going to bump up his intelligence, give me another skill point, leadership, and give him some tactics. Now one of the things I plan on doing with my brothers and Finnegan is making them lords in Ireland. So I kind of want to raise their skills and level them up in a sense that would benefit them as actual lords. I will be adding characters later on to join the Green Riders who I'll upgrade for varying other skills. I've had some suggestions brought up to me, and I have future plans for it, and I'll tell you guys more about it at a future date. For now, his one-handed is pretty good, but I want to bump up his archery. And I guess one more one-handed won't hurt. Alright, let me see your equipment. What is your sword? 3726, 3622. So your sword is actually better. Okay. And Timmy boy here leveled up. Your skills. Bump up your intelligence. Another point in leadership. And give me a point in persuasion. And your archery needs to be increased. Alright. So now off to... I don't think Glasgow or Sterling are going to have enough money to buy my crap. See if York does. I'm going to travel all the way to... I'm going to go to York and get right back with you guys when I get there. Okay, York doesn't have that much money. It should have enough. I think the goods merchant had the most so far, so that. That. Alright, so 777. That's not a bad price, actually. I'm going to check the arms merchant. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty good for gear at the moment, so I'm not, like, hard-pressed. Though, I mean, I could check to see if they have better versions of what I already have. But they don't. Alright. So, leave York. So, I guess walk around and find more bandits. I'll cut back to you guys when something exciting happens. According to a duchess inside Castle Stirling, King Alexander III, Alexander of Scotland, is here somewhere. So, I'm not going to travel all the way over here just to ask him if he has any tasks for me. I'm going to wait and see what he does. So instead, I think I'm going to pick... Let's see, where am I? The closest town, Linlithgow. I'm going to go there, see if the people of Linlithgow need anything. Okay, do you have any tasks I can help you with? Of course you don't. What about Karluk? Tasks I can help you with, concern. They need grain. How much grain do you need? 6 packs. I will go and find the grain that you need. Okay, so I need 6 packs of grain. Let's see if I can buy any from... I suppose from peasants. Oh, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. Goods. Just the crap that I sold them. Perth, do you have any grain for sale? You've got wool. I don't need wool. There's 4. Alright guys, I'm gonna go around and find this grain. I'll cut back as soon as I have it all complete. Okay, I completed the mission, and it looks like they finally decided who the marshal's going to be. Again, not really something I cared about, because I don't really plan on being a Scottish lord at all. I also found out from one of the princes that the king is headed back to Stirling. What was it? Troops. Yeah, I think I'm going to join this campaign. Where are we meeting at? Close to Helling. Okay, so he's not here. I think I saw him pass by. Well, let's find out. Cromwell is Lord of Urghurt. So it's probably going to be gathering near there, so I'm going to head over there. Oh! Oh, wow. England and the Gaelic kingdoms are at war. Guys, this already changes so much. Okay. Well, I have to decide what it is I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to make a decision here, and I will cut. Okay, so I finally found King Alexander. But so long as I am still a mercenary of him and Scotland, I cannot join the Gaelic kings. I found that out, unfortunately. But the second that contract is up is the absolute second I'm returning back to Ireland. That war with England is not an opportunity I could pass up on. So for now, do you have any tasks for me? My soldier was captured recently. Navy Spearman. Yeah, I could do that. How many do I actually have? Scandinavian. I have no Scandinavian spearmen. And just out of curiosity, I actually want to find out something. Kingdom of Scotland. Glasgow. Sarah, I'm pretty sure this is the guy that hired me as a mercenary. I wonder if I can buy myself out of the contract. Alien. Sarah, I'm sure he's around here somewhere. There he is. Ask you something. Never mind. Alright, so, just gotta gather 6 Scandinavian spearmen. Hey, what the? Alright, guys, it has been fun and amazing. Hope this, as the first episode to the series reboot, works out well for you guys. So yeah, us versus England. Can you believe it? I cannot wait to capitalize on the English war with the Gaelic kingdoms. Until then, this is Donovan Admiral Emerson Sisler, a.k.a. Admiral Emerson, a.k.a. Daniel Shane of Ireland, saying I'll see you guys on the flip side.